Hello and good evening, my night owls. I'm just pulling up my comments right now. Hello, everyone. I'm hoping some folks will join me this evening. I got all of the new lighting set up, so everything should be very, very bright and very easy for everyone to see. Hello, everyone. Hi. Yes, I was so excited to go live too because, whew, let me move forward here a little bit. I'm really excited because my brand new line of stamps with Unity are live. They are ready for the pre-order process. I will be shipping them out as soon as they come in. I believe they have shipped to us. So I wanted to show them to you guys because I'm really excited. This is my third this is my third release now with Unity. They are keeping me around, thank goodness. Hello, Simon. So I'm super, super excited that they are live. So let's go ahead and do you guys want to dig in? And we're going to make a card with the Joseph's coat technique, which I shared with you guys in a video that I did, or not a video, in a class that we did together, the embossing class. So I'm excited to show you. So let's go ahead and zoom in just a little bit. And I'm super excited because also my new camera thingy-majiggy is on its way. I ordered two of them in case one breaks again. But I wanted to show you what these look like. So let's zoom in just a hair more. So I listened to you guys. Oh, they're awesome, Simon. So I listened to you guys and telling me what you wanted to see in some new background stamps, because that's currently what I do with Unity in my rubber stamps. But we will, you will see some different types of releases coming from me with them soon. So the very first one is called Botanical Background. And I wanted to get back to my roots of my love for the vintage and really, really, really kind of, I guess you would say, kind of sketchy backgrounds in the floral world. So you can see it is, it's really, really pretty. It's a great size. This is not the one we're going to use today, but I love this one. So let me go ahead and put that one away. Yeah, I can't wait to watercolor that one. I think we're going to watercolor that one tomorrow. Then we have the Love Quilt, which you may recognize some of these from the inspiration box backgrounds. You guys love those inspiration box backgrounds so much, and I did too, that I decided that we were going to make them into big cling rubber stamps. So, Gyps, this can now be a stamp that you have instead of just, there are no discounts on these ones. Nope, because it's a collaboration. So this is now a beautiful, beautiful background stamp. Then this one that is very, very near and dear to my heart, which is I love you written all over and over and over again. And I pulled this one out because it's the same as this background that we did for the box. So you can see how that looks on there. This is one that was foiled, but this is what it looks like as a stamp, and I just absolutely love it. And last but not least, the one that we are going to use tonight is the Hearts All Over. And this was another one that you guys really, really, really loved when we first came out with the backgrounds. Came out with the foilable ones, and this is the one we're going to use tonight. And I'm going to use this one for the Joseph's coat technique. So I'll show you when we get to it, but this is how you remember you have to take the backer off. And these ones are not indexed, but we don't really need these ones to be indexed because they are backgrounds. But you will see some indexing coming in the future for some of the different florals and things like that. So let's get rocking and rolling, shall we? So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take just a regular everyday piece of alabaster cardstock. The Joseph coat technique is really, really fun, and it's really going to be fun to do with these with this one stamp. Well, one of the stamps. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab a couple of colors that I think are Valentine-y. So I'm going to grab the rouge. I'm going to grab the honeysuckle. I'm going to grab the suede. And I'm going to grab the heather. Now, this doesn't... I love the Joseph Coats. I'm going to feature soon. Oh, awesome, Heidi. Yes, I told Simon, don't forget about us little people. I said, I whispered to him whenever I had to go over to demo. I did. I told you. I told him how proud I was of him. I really, really am proud of him. All right. So let's go ahead and grab ourselves some inks. And that's okay, Simon. We'll talk. We'll talk. So here is the honeysuckle. And I'm just going direct to paper, because that's one of my favorite ways to use the surface inks. And then let's grab a little bit of rouge. And there's really no rhyme or reason to the way you do this. You can blend this if you want to. I get, really, really messy with my inks. That's just kind of my thing. I love getting super messy with the inks. It's and I love the surface inks, because as you can see, do you see how that's blending on top of there? I love, love, love the surface inks. They just work so beautifully with one another. So I'm going to go ahead and just add some color there. Then let's just add a little bit of suede for good measure. And again, you're just kind of, there's no rhyme or reason to this. Just get funky. Just get funky. And don't worry about it. That's my motto. Don't worry about it. And I can't wait to see what you guys do with these new stamps. All right, then we're going to grab a little bit more honeysuckle. Yeah, they're very, very smooth. I can't wait for you to see. I have a surprise coming up for you guys soon. I can't tell you what. But I love that the inks, just look how they blend. I mean, don't even need a blending tool. That's kind of fun. All right, so then we're going to go with this one, and then let me grab the honeysuckle again to blend in. And my inks also will not cross-contaminate. You see that? And I'm not, again, I want you to note that I'm not using a blending tool. Just kind of zhuzhing them together. And I really want you guys to try this technique once I'm done showing it to you, because I think you're really going to love it. So now I'm going in again with a little bit of the suede. And I don't want you guys, I want you guys to try this technique, but please use a blending tool, because if they don't blend out the way that I'm blending them out right now, I don't want you to get upset with me. I have blended with inks since the beginning of using inks, at least using our surface inks. So if yours don't blend like this without a blending tool, I don't want you to get upset with me, because it really is just a lot of working with blending. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to dry it real quick. Now it does dry, pretty quickly, but I did put a lot of ink on here. Thanks, Simon. Because we are going to be doing some embossing on top of it. So we just want to make sure that we give it a ton. Oh yeah, the ink blending tools are back in stock today. Thank you, Mike. Oh my God, I just called you Mike. Dawn, I am not sure. You'll have to give it a try. They might. Yeah, you just want to judge it a little bit. Oh, and the oh, and a thank you to everyone that's placing an order for these stamps tonight. Thank you, thank you, thank you. No, it's ZSU. I don't know. I have to look. It's written on our bathroom walls at the studio store. I'm gonna have to look. All right, so now I'm gonna grab my powder tool because this is the one thing that you guys know I always forget. But I am reformed. I'm not gonna forget it anymore. And then let me grab, yeah, ZSHUH. SH, that's it. Yep, that's how you spell it. Oh, thank you, Belinda. Isn't he great? Can't wait till you guys see what he has planned for you. He has lots of big things planned. All right. So let's see here. So let's cut this. Let's cut it maybe right here. I'm going to lose the honeysuckle. That's okay. Oh, no. My trimmer blade fell off. How embarrassing. I found it. It's okay. I think it'll still look okay. Yeah, it'll still be good. Okay, so we cut that down to 4 1/4. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my Misty tool. Oh, no. I'm going to take the magnets off because we don't need those tonight. Grab myself a little piece of Sukwang tape and pop that on the back so we can keep it in place because we're not going to be able to use the magnets because of the fact that it is like literally the exact same size as the stamp. Hi, Tracy. All right. Oh no, and it looks like there was already some embossing ink on there. So I'm gonna have to hit that with my powder tool to get rid of that. Which I guess is a great tip in itself. Never even thought about that. If you get some embossing ink where you don't want, rub it off, hit it with your powder tool. All right, so let's go ahead and now remember you have to peel off this white part. Don't send an email to me and say, I've been stamping, but nothing's happening. You gotta take this part off, my friends. If you don't take that part off, it's not gonna work. And then let's go ahead and pop this right on top of here. And then we're gonna grab our embossing ink. Oh, good, Dawn. All right. Pop this down. And then we're going to stamp it and lift. Let's just stamp it again one more time for good measure. And then we'll hit it again. Because why not, right? Is my head in the way? No. Okay. All right, so now let's peel this puppy off of here. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Pop that down, which is how I got embossing ink on it in the first place, so shame on me for doing it again. Flip this guy over. Grab ourselves some icicle embossing ink. This is very important to the process. It must be, well, it doesn't have to be the icicle. I just suggest the icicle because it's mine. But you can use whatever clear embossing powder you have. I just always tell you that obviously I've tried it with mine and I know it works with mine, so that's why I'm sharing mine. Okay, and it looks like I got a little overzealous up here in the corner. That's okay. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, okay, it got better. All right, so let's set this down now. Go ahead and pop this back in its container. Grab the lid. All right. So now let's grab the Wagner heat tool. And let's heat this puppy up. Okay. Oh, you do? We can do that. Absolutely, Gyps. Absolutely, everyone. Just shoot an email to heather@brutusmonroe.com and we can get working on that. All right. So although, and let me zoom in a little bit because I don't know that you guys are going to be able to see. So although this looks pretty spectacular on its own, do you see how it really has a really lustrous kind of a finish to it? And remember, with the surface inks, they are permanent. So they're not going to go anywhere. You can do all sorts of stuff on top of this. It's not going to do anything. So now let me grab a piece of scrap paper. Actually, let me grab one of my grid mats. One that's been used within an inch of its life. Thanks, Daniel. It's good to see you tonight, my friend. And let me grab some Raven ink. Again, any black ink would work. I just always suggest using ours because I know that it works. And then I'm going to grab my blending tool. Remember, these just came back in stock today at the studio store. And then you're just going to give it a real good. And now this is probably going to make a lot of you guys nervous because it's going to look weird. So now I'm just going to go over top of it with a whole bunch of Raven ink. I have not, but I've heard of that before. Now it's gonna look a little sloppy right now because I'm gonna have to go over it with the paper towel, but I promise you, it's gonna work out. And the darker you make the background, the better it works. So you just want to keep on adding more and more dark ink. Or in our case, the Raven ink. Keep on adding more and more and more. And then sometimes I'll just pat right on top of it for the last hoorah. And then the real magic happens when you grab yourself a paper towel and you wipe it off. So now grab yourself the paper towel and now watch the magic. There we go. No, they are the Tim Holtz ones. We just got them back in stock, but keep your eye peeled for a Brutus Monroe version coming real soon. That's all I'll say. Wink, wink, a nudge, a nudge. All right, and a huge thank you again to everyone that's ordering these brand new stamps tonight. I sure do appreciate you. But let's go ahead and take a closer look at how this turned out. Look at how cool that is. Isn't that cool? Now, of course, you can go in and you can add more and more and more dark on top. I mean, literally more and more and more dark on top if you'd like. But it's completely up to you. You don't have to. But I think it's super, super cool. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to first zoom out. And then I'm going to grab myself some of the brand new 8.5 by 11 glitter stock. I'm thinking we're going to use some of this bright pink tonight to liven it up a bit. Oh, they're smaller? Oh, no, you can use Midnight. I've used Raven, too. It doesn't have to be a dye ink. Nope. All right, so now we're going to cut this guy down to 4 by 5 1/4. Okay, and that's sticking because they're sticky on the back. All right, 4 by 5 1/4. It's sticking. Oh, awesome. So now let's cut this down to 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, which is just a half sheet, which gives you 4 card pieces out of one. I'm trying not to let the... All right. Oh my goodness, you guys, there is not, these aren't, I don't think these stamps are going to last long. Oh my. Just looked up at the monitor. All right, so now let's see. Hum-dum-dum-dum. What paper do I want to use? I'm thinking just maybe a piece of our ivory, which will be coming out very soon. Oh, that's okay, Kim. Thank you. That's all right. You don't have to feel bad. You can buy it from you, you can buy it from me, you can buy it from wherever. Okay, what am I doing? Wait a second. Hold on. So... had to stop and think for a second. Right? They make such a good rubber stamp. All right. Yes, ivory's coming very soon. You guys asked for it, so we listened. All right, so we're going to have to use the Sookling tape, which is not my favorite. But did it reconnect? I think it did. Okay, we reconnected. Good. All right. Wait a second. Hold on. I've got to have a better adhesive than this little tiny stuff. I mean, I'm sure this little tiny stuff is good for something that you're doing, but not what I'm doing right now. I mean, I guess I could use glue. I guess I could go back to my olden days and use glue. Glue. My word. Okay. We're going to use glue. I know I have to log out to use my VersaFX. You put in the code that you get back. So, when you... Yeah, I do need some... I have some sticky dot sheets around here somewhere. Yay, Anne. You put in the code that comes to you in your email once you redeem them. All right, so we're going to use a little Bruce Renard glue. Remember with the Bruce Renault glue, you do have some wiggle time. So you can kind of zhuzh it and line it up, but once it's down, it's down. And again, a huge shout out to everyone that's placing orders. I don't want to forget while I'm making the card to say thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. And then for this guy, let's see. We're gonna have to, I put way too much glue on that. Let's have him. That's okay. He'll flatten out. He will flatten out eventually. All right, so let's go ahead and put some more glue on here. And we're going to put some glue on this guy because it's going on a glitter stock, although you could use just our regular glue too. And let's just center him on there. Yes, it's our brand new craft glue. Made a little update. Right? It's coming out the side. That's why I very rarely use glue on cards. I use it on everything else but cards. All right. And then, thinking a sentiment. What sentiment, though, do I want to use? The stamp that is the hearts that I'm using right now is called Hearts All Over. Let's just use the Be Mine. I think that'll be nice. Let's just use that one. Why not? All right, let's see here. Maybe we'll use, well, let's see. Let's use another piece of the pink. Oh, I didn't put enough glue on there. Thanks, Simon. All right, so let's grab, wait, do I have my craft knife around here? Because I have an idea. Just bear with me while we take a short commercial break. I've got an idea. First of all, we probably might use that. Oh, look at this. Look what I just found. Holy cannoli. I know I had my craft knife around here somewhere. Just bear with me. Just talk amongst yourselves for a moment. Don't mind the man behind the curtain. Thought I had my craft knife around here. Hold on. What in tarnation? The funny thing is I was just looking at craft knives at the store the other day. Oh yeah, the palette knives are back in stock too. What in tarnation happened to my craft knife? Oh, that's okay, Monique. Tell good luck. Tell him good luck. Best wishes on a D, I know that there's only a handful left. We actually had a meeting about that today. I know that there's only a handful. Well, I did find another Misty. Not what I needed, though. Oh well. I guess my craft knife is missing forever. Hold on, I'm gonna check one more place. Hold on. Let me check one more thing. I don't want to give up yet. Again, a huge shout out and thank you so much to everyone. Oh, that wasn't my craft knife, but something just flew at 90 miles an hour off the desk. Another huge shout out and thank you to everyone that is placing orders for the new tonight. Can you use the mixed media? Yeah, I'll probably make a simple one. I'm just trying to find my darn craft knife. You know what? I bet Rob stole it. Because he is always taking my tools and using them for things that the Lord did not intend them for. Like he used the craft knife to open up a can or something. Oh yeah, it's the new Stamps community. I'm sorry if you're chatting away and I'm searching high and low for my craft knife. Just bear with me one more moment. I don't think I'm going to find it. But I'm just going to thief one from the store tomorrow because I was going to use the... Oh, I found it. Ha-ha! Found it. Hold on. Found it. Found it. Okay. I'm back. Back and better than ever. Sorry, you guys. Had to do a search and rescue mission for a second there. All right. I'm going to use a nifty new tool that a dear friend of mine gave me. I'm not sure if you have seen these yet. Dun, dun, dun. But we will be carrying these at Brutus Monroe. I'm not apologizing to him yet because I'll tell you right now, I know he probably stole something else. So I'm not apologizing to him just yet. I am not. I refuse. I'm not gonna. All right. So let me grab a piece of some very, very pretty rouge. Oh, he does have the hole punch. Thank you for reminding me of that. Yes. They're called... Hold on. Does it say on here? Oh, it actually doesn't say what it's called on here. I can't remember exactly what they're called. Precision cuts or something? Okay, so we're going to do grab the For My Love. And we're just going to stamp this puppy down with the Detail Raven ink. Let me grab my circle block here. Grab ourselves some Detail ink. Cut a line, that's it. We're going to stamp off first. Although, that's a pretty good stamp off. Okay. So let's go ahead and stamp this one on here. There we go. And then we're going to use, I want to keep calling it the back. I don't know what's going on with YouTube tonight. Are we back? I think we are. Are we back? We are. Okay. I don't know what's going on with YouTube tonight, but it's torturing me. Okay, so the way this works is, and the way that her video works is there's like she said something about a descender and all that fun stuff. So I'm gonna line mine up right with this line that's here. And now the thing is, this is tough because I didn't really give you, shouldn't have used pink paper with the pink writing on the roller. So I went ahead and just did that first one. Now we'll flip it over. And I'll go to that same line. Okay. And I'll do the same thing on this side. Go to that same line and line it up. Oh, whoops. Hold on. This way, Christopher. It's really, really easy to use. And then this guy here. And there we go. We have a perfectly cut out sentiment. Straight as an arrow. Doesn't that look cool? And it was so easy. So easy. All right. And of course, you can use this for like all sorts of other stuff. You know, I mean, I'm sure you guys will figure out some other things you can use it for, but I love it for this. I'm gonna put my cap back on. Yeah, they're really cool. I mean, what's really cool about them is, I mean, what I like is if you have, like, for instance, say you want to put this piece on top of this piece, you know that you want it to be 1/4 of an inch all the way around. So you just take your little cut a line. Well, not this one. I keep grabbing the big one, but the big one is not the one I'm going to use. So you'll just take your cut a line and line up, you know, all the way down and just chop it. Zip. There's just a lot of stuff. Yeah, I cut on my clipboard all the time because what's really cool is you can hardly even tell that it's cut on because it kind of heals itself because it's a particle board. Do you see that? I use my clipboard for everything, but do you see you can really hardly even see. I use this clipboard for literally everything. I mean, literally everything. Okay, so let's move that out of the way. And then let's go ahead and just pop this sentiment right on here. Real easy. Easy peasy. I'm not going to use that. I don't know why I grabbed that. Let's do a piece of foam tape. Yeah, I don't think they are either. We'll carry them eventually, though. All right. Yeah, it has. It drives me nuts, so. All right, grab a piece of foam tape. Oh, my word. I can't wait for your order to get there. See what you make. All right, so let's pop this on here. There we go. Bam, boom, shakalaka laka. There we go, perfect. So, oh my goodness gracious, my aching bones. All right, so for this one, I'm gonna use a tool that was my favorite to use. Do those actually work? And are they thick enough from Dollar Tree? Got one from Dollar Tree. What did you get from the Dollar Tree? Not sure what the question was. Okay. So one of my favorite things that I used at Creativation, and we just started carrying them too. They come with an extra nib. And I want to show you why this is one of my favorite things. And we're going to use this with the mixed media background. Oh, you're talking about clipboards. Okay. Oh, this is one of my absolute favorite things. And we just started carrying them again at Brutus Monroe. Let me grab the mixed media background. Let me cut myself a piece of the rouge because we don't want to be wasteful, right? So let's use the same piece. Let me grab my Misty. Pop this guy out. I promise I'll clean this later. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Okay. So let's cut this down to 4.5 by 6. Yes, the Love quilt background is what we're using right now. Four and a half by 6. Doesn't really need to be this big, but that's just the whole size of the Misty. I just felt a magnet and a pin come flying. We're gonna pop this puppy down. Actually, let's grab a little touch of adhesive. Let's see. Let's just use a piece of purple tape. We'll just use a little piece of purple tape. Never hurt anybody. All right. Let's see. I was looking for a... Hold on. This is a... Hold on, everybody. This is a bonus card, so I'm not 100% prepped for it. But that's what makes it a bonus card, right? All right, so now let's grab our Love quilt. Let's get rocking and rolling. Peel this off. Pop this down. The nice thing about rubber stamps is they do not ever need conditioned. So let's grab ourselves some of the Raven detail ink. And I can't wait for you to see how this stamps. There's really nothing quite like Unity rubber stamps. Oh my goodness, look at that. And that's the first stamp, but you know we're not stamping it once. We're going to stamp it a couple of times. My favorite is the Mini Misty, but that's just my personal preference. But that's because I have an original Misty. The original I always say to start with because of the 6x6 capability. But the Mini is the one I'm using, and this is the one that I never leave home without. Okay, so let's go ahead and peel that puppy up. Oh, I ripped it a little bit because I put way too much pressure on it, but that's okay. Gives it a little extra vintage feel to it. It's because I pressed down so hard on that tape, that's why that did that. All right, so let's move this guy to the side. But I want a Mini now. I love the Mini. I do, I do, I do. Okay. So now let me grab a piece of... What paper do I want to use? Maybe I'll use... I think these two would be kind of fun together, kind of different. Mini is roughly A2. Yep. Oh, wait, no. Let's use some of my all-time favorite white paper, which is the Not Your Mama's. Jim Holtz has them, and they're less expensive. Has what? You prefer the We Are Remember Keepers? Yeah, everybody has their personal preference. I like the Misty because it was the first one, and it's the original one. And Ilion is my dear friend, so that's why I prefer the Misty. But there are other ones out there. There's quite a few that, as you've seen, aren't going to be out there anymore, but I'm not going to elaborate on that. But yeah, there are other ones out there right now, and there are some that you can get at Tuesday morning for $5, which is a great deal. Absolutely. 4 1/4. Yeah, it's completely up to personal preference. Absolutely, 100%. I agree. It's personal preference, but for me, I love the Misty, so I can only tell you what I use. You know what I mean? That's you like to 12 by 18 sheets of paper. What are you up to? What are you making? But yeah, I don't. I just have the Misty. It's my favorite, so I can't speak on any other ones because I haven't used any other ones. I did use the original We Are Memory Keepers one, and I despised it. Oh, mixed media. Okay. That makes sense then. That really makes sense. I didn't even think about that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pop my scoreboard off to the side, and then I'm going to take my Not Your Mamas and fold that down there. And then I'm going to cut down my piece here. But yeah, like I said, whatever works for you. Whatever you like, you use. And it's all that's what that's what crafting's all about, right? I mean, it's whatever works best for you. Yes. Whatever works best for you. Create your own ending. But there's a lot of them that you can get really inexpensive at Tuesday morning right now. Like, there's a whole bunch of them. I think the original We Are Member Keepers one is one. Thanks, Ivy. Okay. Gyps, you are speaking my language. I was actually just going to do that. Get out of my head. Get out of my head. Okay. Yeah, I love the 12 by 12. Yeah, it's very, very the black on the neon pink it creates a really cool vintage. I have not inked the edges of a card, and I can't tell you how long. I cannot even tell you. I'm so excited that we're inking up some edges tonight. It's been a really long time since I've inked some edges. But I forgot how much I loved it. Now I'm actually going to use the pen to write my sentiment. Because I think there's nothing more sentimental. The big one will fit a full 12 by 12. Okay, so now let's grab another piece of paper. Welcome back, Christopher. Feels good to ink the edges. It does. I'm not sure if it is going to. I keep out of the politics of everything. All right, I think we're back. I think we are. Are we back? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Oh no, it went black.